everybody, my name is Natasha and welcome to this channel. If you've been here before, welcome back, and maybe you remember me explaining how I like to maintain my wardrobe by creating outfits that have been pre-thought out and packed like on one hanger and just kept in my wardrobe. Today is going to be a similar video of me creating those outfits but consciously using skirts, because I've noticed that I tend to wear dresses and pants and shorts more regularly. I obviously did what everyone does and I went through Pinterest, and so these outfits are inspired by some of the images that I had found. So let's get started. A little skirt that has fallen into my lap recently is this one over here, and I really like it. I like the embroidery on top, and the material is like a denim, and it was given to me actually by my mother. Shout out to my mother. I wanted to find some inspiration online in a photograph, maybe on Pinterest, and I didn't find the exact skirt obviously, but I did find this denim little skirt that she has paired with this red top. So this top has a lot of volume to it, and I was looking through my red tops and I didn't really find something that had a little bit extra volume. So I decided that I'm going to use a dress, like a silky material dress, and I'm actually going to wear this underneath the skirt as a shirt or a top. And because it's like a bit oversized on me, it might create the volume that the top in the image is creating for this girl. So let's try this on. So this is what it looks like together. I really think that it's cute together, and as you have noticed, I've pulled out the red color from the flowers. But if you don't want to wear red and you would like to do something a little bit more toned down, you can pick a less dominant color in any pattern that your skirt or your other item might have. Like it's got this light gray or even black, or even this sagey green color, which you could have matched the top on, or you could go like with a nude color on top, and that would also look very nice. Although I'm thinking that maybe this is not the perfect silhouette for the skirt, just because the length of the skirt here and the length of the shoulders is creating a square, and I don't know if that is the perfect shape that I want to create. But for now, this is a top I could pair it with, and I'm going to try to find maybe a second option. Stand by. This is an option that I would wear. It does kind of accentuate the waistline just because it's not giving us now that square. It gives us a little bit of an hourglass, because also the sides of the skirt is made to make like a balloon shape. It's not so tight. So maybe this would be a better option, even though it is kind of swaying a little bit from the actual image that we found as an inspiration. But this works, so I guess I would wear it like this. So the next image I was inspired by was this image. I'm going to be using this black skirt, which does have a little bit of shimmer and shine in it, and it does have like this asymmetric little cut in the front. So the girl in this image is having a really great hair day and created this volume and luscious look about her hair, and that is giving a lot to this image. Having this beautiful luscious hair paired with this very simple outfit is actually what is giving the image contrast. And when it comes to the fabric, the skirt is shiny fabric and it has a little bit of detail, and that is actually giving feminine, romantic, sexy vibes to this image. And then on top she's just wearing a plain t-shirt. That contrast, that is what is making this image look elevated. So for this next image, this girl is wearing a little A-line black skirt, and I kind of have almost the exact same one. So this is it. As you can see, it's quite similar to the one she's wearing, and she's wearing like a three-piece with a little jacket on top. Unfortunately, summer here in Cyprus where I am does not allow for me to be wearing a leather jacket, but just for the sake of the video, I will try to duplicate this image. I do not have a cropped leather jacket. My one is a bit longer and a bit more winterish. This is what it looks like. What I wanted to talk about was again the contrast of the A-line flirty skirt with the contrast of the leather jacket. I guess this girl is getting that, you know, a bit of a fiery, sexy vibe from this contrast. So if you want to get the same feeling of this image, make sure you're adding something that is a little bit more masculine and something that is a little bit more feminine to get that sexy feeling. So let's talk a little bit about this next image. I really love this image. I feel like this girl is carefree and she is elegant. I love the long skirt paired with the tank top. The girl is playing with lengths. She's using a shorter top and then the longer skirt. So playing with lengths gives something interest, and then also the skirt is flowy, it has the long slit, but it's also very easy. She's not trying too hard, she's not wearing too many accessories. Her hair is just let down and free, and that's what I liked about it. So this is my second option top. Sometimes I like choosing two top items for my bottom item just because I tend to wear a bottom item twice before putting it in the wash. I don't know if you guys do that, but that is something I like doing. I like to have two top options for my bottoms. So for this next image, I really like the polka dot black skirt, and I do have one. It's not quite the same cut, but I like the fact that she's just wearing a plain white shirt on it, and she gave it a little cute detail by tying it up. So I'm going to do my own spin on this image and see how that goes. I have already got on my polka dot skirt. As you see, it has this elastic waist that the one in the image does not have, but and I put on a little tank top inside because my shirt is a little bit sheer and I just don't want to be flashing. I'm going to try the same technique that the girl has in the image and just tie this shirt by the waist. There you go. So this is my version of this image over here. Maybe I should button the last button here just to give it a little bit more of a V. I would probably hang my glasses here, not down here, and all I need is my coffee and let's get going. So in this next image, this girl is wearing a very elegant and very sophisticated style of skirt with just a camisole top. The really nice thing is that the skirt has a texture of maybe a leather type of material, and then the top is shiny and silky, and that gives a little bit of contrast. Also, the camisole being a spaghetti strap and then just bottom part being a little bit longer gives it a playfulness with the lens, which also makes this image a bit more elegant, where her hair is just, you know, more natural. So her natural hair is actually toning down how formal the clothing are, and it gives it that nice balance. The camisole is quite similar. Please forgive the white bra underneath. I mean, if I was actually gonna wear it out, I'd definitely find the right underwear to wear it, but just because we're playing dress up here in my bedroom, I thought it's okay, I can get away with just wearing the white bra for all the outfits. So the camisole is not the same color, but definitely the same cut and the same type of material, so I think that is working well. So as you can see, the skirt has the right length, but it's definitely not that material, that leather type material. This one does have texture and a little bit of a detail with a gold color, and I don't mind it. Just for a formal outfit with the right shoes, I think would work well, just as well as it works in the image. I was inspired by this image over here where the girl's wearing a black denim skirt and she's just wearing a t-shirt on top. The idea of putting the denim skirt with the t-shirt and just styling it a little bit, you know, it gives a little bit of that cool girl vibe. It feels like you could show up in this outfit in so many places and just feel confident and cool. I'm going to go ahead and use this skirt over here. Hers is more of an A-line skirt, where this one's more of a straight cut. For this, I might need a belt just because the waist is not as tight as what I wanted, and if I don't put a belt, it might fall a little bit to my hip. You'll actually see that some of the details in the image is what's actually making the difference. Let's take a look at the t-shirt. She's given enough attention to the sleeves, where she has created a little bit of weight on the sleeve. Usually t-shirts, when you wear them and you do not fold the sleeve like it's folded here, they create this point, and that point is not very attractive. Now, another detail in the image is the girl's hair. She has like a low messy bun. She could easily wear the same hairstyle to a more fancy event, so it just elevates the whole outfit. A fun fact about myself, I don't very often go and buy clothes. People have a tendency to give me clothes as gifts, and also give me clothing that they've grown out of, or some people actually, when they buy an item and they don't try it on while they're shopping for it, then I seem to be the go-to person who receives that item if by any chance it doesn't fit properly as they expected. And I've been quite lucky because I've gotten some awesome pieces that way. You know, it also pushes me out of my comfort zone. It pushes me to try out new styles and new outfits, and it's so nice when you receive clothing from other people and then you can incorporate that item into your own wardrobe. Thank you so much for playing dress up with me today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did have fun today, maybe consider subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate it as I'm trying to grow my audience here on YouTube. I'm really enjoying making these videos, and pressing that subscribe button just gives me a little bit more fuel and excitement to continue doing what I'm doing. So please help me by pressing that button, or giving us a like, or even just commenting below if there's something you would like to tell me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys here again soon. Bye!